Hello there, I'm sharing this with you minutes after coming to a completion on something. So after all the years, the many years, I have finally found myself in the right place, in the right time, with the right preparation and the right assistance to go fully into all the feelings I couldn't face as a child during this satanic ritualistic abuse. And what a journey it's becoming. I've already made a film staring into Ronnie the Rayburn's Fire Spirit, and that tells you how things have been in the days leading up to it. And doing the process itself has been nothing short of a challenge, having to use a internet tool like FaceTime to be able to connect with my assistants, and it did drop out a few times, and that notwithstanding still did it. And so I'm going to explain very simply, with the support. I was invited to use my active imagination to go back to a key point in the abuse, the tyranny that I experienced as a child, and in that place to feel what I was feeling. And it was no surprise to me, because what I was feeling was numbness. In other words, my feelings were shut off. So then I was invited to go into the numbness and find out what was inside the numbness. And I discovered two things: rage and disgust. And then I did something which is an intensely shamanic process. Because what I did, using my active imagination, using the rhythms that I was creating by moving my fingers and my thumbs and my hands, I found myself having a very intimate interaction with a perpetrator, and I was beating the perpetrator's chest with my fists so hard until I drew blood. My fist started to bleed, and the perpetrator's chest started to bleed, and I kept on, and I kept on, and I kept on until finally, and this is exactly what happens to people when they have their experiences with the plant medicines, I vomited out the demons that had been put into me by those that did what they did to me so long ago. And I started to make these sounds, and they were more and more chilling, more and more distressing, more and more extreme. And the whole process was so demanding that there were times I had to literally take breaks, drink water, do a lot of deep breathing, and then go back in with the active imagination and the rhythm and the intention. And all this intention had been set before I even started by doing day 12 of Deepak Chopra's guided meditation series, which is an absolute godsend. I was all preparing myself, launching my intentions for my healing into the vast ocean of possibilities, and allowing the universe to work through me, which is exactly what's just been happening. And vomiting them all these demonic forces and beings that were put into me at that age, vomiting them all over the perpetrator. Not putting him inside the perpetrator, but vomiting them all over the perpetrator. A very specific distinction which I don't fully understand at this time. And what I have found doing this process, while I was doing it and in the breaks, is I was inhabiting a very heightened sense of awareness, very intensely aware. And as I came over 50% of the way through this process, I started to become aware of something else, which is my awareness of myself is growing, becoming bigger, far bigger than what this body can contain. The sense of myself growing, and the sense of myself becoming more and more powerful in a way that I haven't ever felt before. Because finally, by working with NHS therapy and combining it with shamanic practice, I've managed to literally reclaim my personal power. And how I feel now is calm. I feel calm. And the shame that I've carried for so many years is gone. There is no shame. It's gone. I've vomited it all out in my active imagination, shamanic practitioner state. And my feeling is that this work is not completed. I will need to take time out from my life to just go off somewhere quietly and continue the process until I know that it's done and it's all out. And I can already feel the healing effect of that before it's happened. That's a wonderful thing about shamanic practice. You get the full healing before you finish doing the healing work. So I'm already tapping into that already. But I will do more until I'm satisfied it's done. And finally, in a time when many people are experiencing severe curtailments to their freedom, I feel fully free. So thank you very much for choosing to accompany on this little fragment of my journey, and I'm sure we'll meet each other again soon. All the love to you.